I'd like to start with a general question, and that general question is, what comes to mind when you think of how brands influence people? What does influence mean to you from a brand perspective?
Brand influence means connecting and engaging with audiences and communities in a truly authentic and genuine way. And I think this means going beyond standard advertising models. You see a changing environment where people are spending a lot of their time now. So, because digital has just absolutely exploded, and you see a lot of platforms, like TikTok, like Pinterest, especially during the pandemic, where these platforms, have absolutely exploded because, people are looking for ways to entertain themselves. They're looking for hobbies and change. And so, these digital platforms, especially that are kind of being brought to you by consumers, rather than sort of celebrities, which I think that whole model has completely changed as well. And we can get into that later. But I think that's really what's creating sort of this new environment of influence.
How does that word come into play under the banner of how brands influence people?
This idea of influence really has changed. Like, it used to be the influence came directly from the brand and endorsements from celebrities and brand ambassadors, where they were the best sort of way to influence customers. But I think today, however, like, we're seeing that approach completely flipped on its head. So, again, on TikTok, for example, influence is being driven by the community, by everyday people, sharing their stories and their authentic reviews of products and services. And more like sub-communities are forming and growing every day on the platform and sharing, people sharing their most personal and unique experiences with brands. So you're seeing more of an interaction now with brands and consumers rather than the brands speaking at consumers.
With a sense of what TikTok is and how you work, and recognizing that I said to you that, man, the last 12 months, this is a brand that's become way more influential than it was even just 12 months ago. What have you done in Canada? Again, be specific to Canada, in the past 12 months that you think has made a difference. What's the secret sauce?
Every day, millions of people come to TikTok to discover and create content that sparks joy. It's a place that not only accepts but celebrates people to be themselves and express who they are. And it's really no longer about celebrities and aspirational artifice. Today, influence is coming from the authenticity, ideas, and imagination of everyday people. We've become really a beloved part of life for people around the world because of the creativity and authenticity of our creators. And this is happening here in Canada as well. It's remarkable in its ability to reach millions of people in Canada across generations, from music, food, beauty, fashion, to art, causes, and everything in between. Culture is truly starting on TikTok, and our built-in tools have made it super easy for people and brands to explore their creativity with different effects, hashtags, and trending sounds to make enjoyable TikToks for a community to engage with and to build on.
Can you think of any other things that occurred during the past year that were new, that you introduced? It could be a tool, it could be a program of some kind. It could be, I don't know if TikTok actually uses traditional media as an advertising tool. It could be a campaign that you used from an advertising perspective.
TikTok storefront. And this is a connection with platforms like Shopify and Wix, where basically we're giving small brands, and even entrepreneurial consumers an opportunity to basically connect their TikToks with their website that they've created through one of those platforms. And even with Shopify, to be able to use the Shopify platform for small businesses and medium-sized businesses to be able to advertise back onto TikTok as well. So we're now creating an environment for brands to be able to, not only connect with consumers, but to be able to actually drive business impact.
Can you think of some specifics that were Canadian specific during the course of 12 months?
What we did with Hudson's Bay during their, the last holiday, where they have their iconic display, holiday windows. This time they really embraced TikTok, put a screen in the window where they were showcasing different TikToks made by consumers on the platform, but also utilized a new product of ours called a Tik code, which is kind of like a QR code, which literally sat at the bottom of the window on Queen Street that you could put your phone against and be able to open up TikTok and use a hashtag that they were using for the holiday and be able to build your own content off of that, wishing people a happy holidays or celebrating your holidays in your own unique way. And then the company would basically go onto the platform, look at all the content that was created with that hashtag, and pick different TikToks to actually put back into the window display. So you're creating this amazing connection between digital and offline, where the brand is connecting consumers, basically 360 degrees.
Which one or two, and do only pick one or two, contribute in your mind the most to the influence that TikTok has?
Engagement is probably number one. We have seen engagement absolutely explode because of the authenticity of our platform, and it's really, we are leading culture. Everything is happening first on our platform. And then the second one I would probably say is leading edge. I think we have the best, props and tools for consumers and brands to use to build the most amazing content. And I think that the experience that we create on our platform in the mobile environment that we have is second to none.